Howdy, folks. Just wanted to make a quick kind of teaser video to an upcoming video that I'm planning on doing. Over the last couple months, I had been initially making some upgrades to my AR, and after a certain point, I kind of had to like look at the build itself and like wonder, like, should I still be putting all of these parts that I'm buying, all of these nicer parts, on what is effectively just a standard run-of-the-mill vanilla M&P Sport 15 II or whatever the hell it's called. You know, just a really, really old generic AR15. There's nothing wrong with the M&P 15 Sport 2. God damn, it's such a stupid name. But you know, I kept getting a lot of people joking that it was like the ship of Theseus or whatever, like where there's so many parts that have been swapped out that it's no longer even the original ship. So with all of the parts that I had, I kind of like crunched some of the numbers and looked at what it would take for me to get the remainder of the nicer parts that I would like to have in order to actually build a rifle. Or rather, some people get kind of caught up on the build versus assemble thing. I've heard it both ways, but I would be closer to say I assembled, because I didn't do any machining. I didn't do any, you know, like gunsmithing, no, like, you know, serious calipers and torque fitments or anything like that. Just putting the pieces together effectively. But with that said, that video is coming. I will be covering my built rifle that I have completed in the very near future. So this video I kind of wanted to use as a way to talk about that and set up for that, and also showcase kind of the cannibalized corpse of what is left of my M&P Sport Sport 2. So this is probably going to be kind of cringe, I'm not gonna lie, but so we're back to the classic A2 stock. A lot of people say there's nothing wrong with this thing, but yeah, I hate this thing. It's trash. There's no QD slots on it. It feels cheap. It looks cheap. Kind of like standard fare is to put like a Ranger band on here, just to like make sure that this doesn't slop around too much when you try and activate it, because a lot of the times if you're applying a pressure right here, like there's no pressure being applied right here, it can get jammed and stuck really easy. So there's that. And actually what's really funny about this build is it kind of started with me buying a new trigger for this gun. So this is back to the stock trigger. I swapped this out with the new trigger, which we'll get to when I cover the new build. I swapped it out, then bought the new build, or all the pieces I need for the new build, so I had to swap it back. And that was in like the span of like less than 2 months. That's probably not a big deal for most people, but yeah. We're back to the regular standard safety. I put the enhanced safety on the new build. rather than try and remove the mag pull ejection port here, I just bought a new one for the new gun. Part of the reason is because of the upper on the new one. I knew that I was going to have to make some modifications, so I didn't want to ruin the one I already had here. I wanted to keep this one kind of in backup, as if to have something that I could, you know, kind of access quickly. If the other one became too damaged to use. Standard safety selector still. Well, this side of it. I actually never did upgrade my safety selector on this one, so that's something that will be unique to my new build. Buffer tube and castle nut are still the same, and still unstaked. A lot of people say staking isn't permanent. You can always take the stake off, or the stake castle nuts off. But I'm pretty firmly of the mind that if you are staking the castle nut on your build, that's like putting a pin in it. Like you're done. You're done with the build. So when I can safely tell myself that I'm done with a build, then I'll stake the castle nut. You will see me doing a celebratory video where I stake the castle nut. But until then, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Because I feel like I'm just gonna end up taking it back off. So anywho, yeah. With that said, there's the standard M&P castle nut and end plate. Up here, I just threw this on literally just for this video, but this is like a cheap little micro red dot that I had put on my shotgun at one point. If I don't put this on here, there is no rear sight. I don't have anything right now as far as that goes, but that's fine because this is not primary rifle any longer. It is effectively backup rifle. And then this is the Chinese Radian Raptor charging handle that I've had for a while. Funny story, that actually is kind of partly another big issue that, like, or not issue rather, but contributor to the new build, in that I thought this was broken by like looking at it, and I thought there was a break in it, and because I thought there was a break in it, it led to me pulling the trigger on a real Radian Raptor. And once the real Radian Raptor actually arrived and I took a look at it and I took a look at this, I realized that this was not broken. There was literally just some caked on lubricant back here that I hadn't noticed, and it made it look like it was broken, at least to me. No, it still works fine. It's still just a good regular charging handle. I really need to get better about riding the charging handle. I for a long time I didn't understand what that meant. I'd always hear people say it, and I'd be like, okay, I won't, and then like didn't know what it meant. But it's like literally just like not having the fear of following it once you bring it back, but just letting it go. And part of that for me is that I feel like I can always like smell shearing metal when that happens. And I think part of that is also I don't think I was using enough lubricant on my bolt carrier group, but that's no longer a problem now. In fact, actually, yeah, holy crap, this one's pretty lubed up right now, I think. Yeesh. yeah, it's very lubed up. So that's not an issue anymore. Still got the Magpul K2 on here, and that's basically just because that's another part where I was like, do I really want to swap it out and put like an old fucking crappy A2 back on there, or should I just buy a new one? And so I just bought a new one, and part of that was actually because I couldn't find my A2 grip. Like, I know I didn't throw it away, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did get thrown away. Back to the standard bolt catch here. No more bad lever on this one. Swap that out. And then we've still got the Magpul SL carbine rather, handguard up here with the Magpul AFG 4-end grip up here. Still got the A2 front sight post. There's a fucking fruit fly just crawled out of my front sight post. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. That's strange. Yeah, anywho. And then we've got the typical A2 flash hider. So yeah, there's that. Barrel on this is 1-in-9 twist. I did not realize that. I guess I thought it was something else. But yeah. Anyhow, I'm pretty much rambling at this point. Yeah. So this is what's left of the old M&P Sport 2 15. M&P 15 Sport 2. Sorry. And that was one of my original videos, getting into firearms like 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, this is what's left, and I guess you could consider this a downgrade video in a way, which is kind of funny because I haven't really done one of those. But yeah, so look forward to the next video where I will be covering the new rifle build and all of the things that have been cannibalized from this one that have made its way into the new rifle build. It's not going to be like super impressive. Like, don't think like I'm doing like some Knight's Armory or Daniel Defense nonsense. Like, it's still within my budget range as a working class adult. But yeah, no, we decided to finally, you know, make a big boy rifle, in my opinion, because this is fine, but this is a starter as far as I'm concerned, and I wanted something more than just a starter. So we have moved on, and this is the reserve. This is the backup. This is the this is the player 2 controller you hand to your buddy when he comes over to game. That probably isn't gonna track well with shooting enthusiasts, but maybe the gamers will get it. But anywho, so yeah, that's the video. Look forward to the new rifle build. Probably, I want to say in less than a week. My parts, I have a few more parts that are coming in that I need to install to finish the build, but most of those should be here by the weekend, and I might not wait on one or two of them. One or two of them might not be necessary, at least to showcase in the build, because they really won't matter too much. But anywho, yeah, the exciting thing about the build is that I believe I have replaced just about every single part. So like nothing in the build is not something I put there, or that at least I knew was gonna be in there. I don't know, that sounds stupid. I don't know. We'll get into it when we get to the build. But yeah, look forward to that. And thank you for watching. And if you like this, like and subscribe. I'm not consistent on my videos, but if you follow me for a year or two, you'll see some stuff. I pop up from every now and then. Anywho, see y'all next time.